So in this problem, we have an object, it's starting at rest. So that tells me my original velocity is 0. It's a 3 kilogram body, so that's telling me the mass reaches a speed of 13 meters per second. So that's my final velocity in a time of 3.9 seconds. So I'm given time. The net force acting on this body is what? So what is the net force? Well, Newton's second law of motion tells me that net force is equal to the mass times the acceleration. Well, this problem doesn't just come right out and tell me an acceleration, but it tells me that my velocity is changing in some amount of time. Well, we know that the definition of acceleration is change in velocity divided by change in time. And so what I want to do is say, okay, well, if this is acceleration, then it's just going to come over here and be my acceleration. So that my net force equals mass times change in velocity divided by change in time. Now, change in velocity is always going to be the final velocity minus the original velocity. My change in time, this all happened in 3.9 seconds. So my original time was just 0, and that way it can cancel out here. But now we can say, okay, well, my net force is the mass, 3 kilograms, times the final velocity, 13 meters per second, minus the original, which was 0, divided by 3.9 seconds. And so as I type that in my calculator, 3 times 13 minus the 0, so just ignore that, divided by 3.9, then I get right here 10 newtons of force.